Welcome to MMA Dogs. My name is Hector, and this is my dog Dan.
Hey guys.
Tonight, we're coming to you live from the Mecca of MMA and the home of the UFC, Las Vegas, Nevada. And we want to ask you guys a question. Is Benson Henderson going to go into the Shark Tank in San Jose and defend his title and solidify his ranking as the number one lightweight in the world against Gilbert Melendez? Or
is Gilbert Melendez going to show his hometown that he can become the new UFC lightweight champion?
We'll take on those questions and many more. But first, let's take a look at Ben Henderson's last two opponents. So, most recently, Ben Henderson beat Nate Diaz via decision. In his fight before that, he beat Frankie Edgar via split decision. And for Gilbert Melendez, most recently, he split decision Josh Thompson. In his fight before that, he beat Jorge Masvidal. Now, let's talk about Gilbert Melendez first. His most recent fight with Josh Thompson, I personally believe that Josh Thompson won that fight. I watched it a couple times. I watched it 3 times, actually, to be exact. And I scored it for Thompson. And but, you know, with MMA judging, unfortunately, it can be very subjective. And a lot of times people will say, well, I saw this, I saw that. So, you know, it is what it is. But the level of competition that Gilbert Melendez has gone up against, in my opinion, it just isn't what he should have been facing in the UFC. But thankfully now we have him in the UFC, so we can see him against a real top talent in Ben Henderson, who I believe is the number one lightweight in the world. But you know, Gilbert Melendez, he's a real good fighter. Trains with the Diaz brothers, trains with Jake Shields. Just a cool guy out of the Bay Area, you know, and just a scrappy guy, you know, scrap pack, you know, pack scrapping guys, and just, you know. But with that being said, he's going up against the number one lightweight in the world. A guy who's so badass that he fights with a toothpick in his mouth. How about that? This guy fights with a toothpick in his mouth, and he just refuses to lose. I mean, Benson Henderson, what a character. This guy's very entertaining to watch. Strong, fast, disciplined, just an all-around talent. And, you know, on April 20th, on 420, in the Shark Tank in San Jose, I see Ben Henderson going right into Gilbert Melendez's backyard and keeping and defending what is his, keeping that number one ranking. And the way I see it shaken down is a decision. I feel very comfortable saying it'll be a decision. And as far as my confidence pick goes, it's a 5 stars. 5 stars for Benson Henderson. And then for the betting strategy, he's around minus 200. He's around minus 200 a little bit, minus 220. So I would say with Ben Henderson, I would go with a straight bet, and then I would also put him in a 2-leg parlay. That's my personal opinion, and that's what I think the best strategy to take on this particular fight is. But let's hear my dog's thoughts on this one.
Yeah, Ben Henderson, awesome fighter. Gilbert Melendez, I think his time is up. I think his time is up. I think it's a mistake for him to get a title shot coming right out of Strikeforce. You know, Ben Henderson, awesome fighter. He can't be submitted. He just can't be submitted. You can't submit this guy. You just can't do it. And Gilbert Melendez, yeah, he survived against Josh Thompson, but he almost got submitted. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. Ben Henderson almost gets submitted too, but he just doesn't. He just doesn't get submitted. So I think I agree with my dog. I think he's going to go in there, and he's going to actually finish this fight by submission. I think Ben Henderson is going to defend his title against Gilbert Melendez right there in San Jose, right where Gilbert Melendez just has all his fans sitting there watching him. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose unanimously, if not by submission. And Ben Henderson, 5 stars.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up there, dog. I mean, this fight, I really can't wait for it.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really hoping we see a fun, exciting fight. And we want to thank all our viewers here for tuning in. I know, unfortunately, there's a lot of fans from the Bay Area who are going to be, you know, pretty ticked off at us, saying, you know, why are you picking against Gilbert Melendez? But we got to keep it real. We got to tell you guys what we think. And you know, unfortunately, for those fans, it's going to be, you know, in our opinion, Ben Henderson. But yeah, dog. I mean, any last thoughts?
No, that's about it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe to our channel and check out our website.